Hi, welcome to Nina in the Kitchen. By request, I'm doing some granola bars today. So this is my favorite granola bar, and let me show you what I do. This is what I call the base, and this can be changed up if you like, but I'm starting with 2 cups of rolled oats, not instant oats, you want rolled oats. I have 1 cup of sweetened coconut, sweetened dried coconut. You can use unsweetened if you like. And this is 1 cup of sliced almonds, and I have a little bit, that's like half of a teaspoon of salt. And you just mix this all up. My oven is on at 300 degrees, which is 150 Celsius. And I'm putting this in there just to toast. That will take about, at 300, that'll take about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to stir it up a couple of times so that everything gets mixed together and well toasted. And I'll see you when that comes out. Okay, well that was the base, and now I want to show you how to put the binder together. You can play around with this actually. This is 3 tablespoons of butter, but it could be peanut butter, it could be coconut oil, whichever you prefer. I have sprayed my measuring cup with a little bit of cooking spray, and what that does is it helps to release the honey so it doesn't get stuck in this and make a big mess. It just comes out much easier. That's 2/3 of a cup of honey that's going in. I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. This is brown sugar, packed brown sugar. Really all that you have to do is just stir this around until it starts bubbling and the sugar is melted. We have achieved boilage. So because this is bubbly now, I can drag my spatula through here. I feel that there's no grit from the sugar, so the sugar has melted, and that can be turned off. And then with this off the heat, I'm going to add, I have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, and that's really just to reiterate the almond flavor. It's been in for 5 minutes, and I can see that the color is starting to change. So it probably just needs another 5 minutes. Well, this smells so good, the toasted oats. So what I'm going to do is put this into a large bowl. I've prepared this pan by spraying it with a little cooking spray. You can use oil. And then, just to ensure that this will come out of the pan, what I've done is I put some parchment paper. I cut it to the size of the pan. And now I'm going to flip it, and now I have an oiled parchment paper. This is a 9 by 13 pan, which is 23 by 33 centimeters. And this one has a small little rim on it. I find by and large, I use this pan so much, it's incredible. If you don't have one of these, they're very inexpensive. I highly recommend them. Because this is a granola bar, I'm going to put all of these oats in here and press them down. But you do want a 9 by 13. Now, with these oats, in here I'm going to put, that was 1/2 cup of wheat germ, just because it's really good for you. And you do want something that's a finer grain than the oats and the coconut. And then I'm going to pour the binder on. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of dried fruit. Now, this can be anything. Any fruit that you like. It could be blueberries. This is a medley that I bought as one thing. It's golden raisins, blueberries, and cranberries. And I'm going to add figs as well. You want 1.5 cups of whatever fruit that you choose. Stir this well. And now this goes right into my 9 by 13. Doesn't look like it will fit, but you'll be amazed at how this scrunches down. I've just sprayed the bottom of a measuring cup, and I'm going to use that to compress this into this pan. And you want to make sure that you press it really tight, because these are going to be bars after all. You want them very compact. Now this is going into the oven at 350 degrees, which is 175 Celsius, and that will cook for about 25 minutes or so. This will become lovely golden brown and delicious, and that's when we take it out. Well, this just came out of the oven. What has to happen from here is I'm going to let this come down to room temperature and put this in the refrigerator where it has to sit for at least 3 hours. I'm going to leave it in there overnight. So I'll see you tomorrow morning when we cut into this. Hi, well, now we are finishing up these granola bars. Here's how it works. This is just out of the refrigerator. I took some cooking spray, but you can use oil, sprayed the blade of my trusty old friend, and I mean old, my Chinese cleaver, but you can use a pizza wheel, you can use a chef's knife for this. But what you want to do is just make sure, there we go, make sure that it's clear of the pan, that it's going to fall out. So now you just turn it. And this is why we love parchment. It just comes right off. And then you have to decide how many bars you want. This is 12 inches. So I'm going to go with 4 inches, 4-inch bars, and I'll probably go I'll do 4 across. To go in 4 this way, the easiest thing to do, in my opinion, is to just look at half. And this goes for measuring anything. If you're making a rope of gnocchi, no matter what it is, you divide it in half, and then half of that, and then half again. And there are your granola bars. I just love these. They're so delicious. Now, this is not a commercial product, so if you live in a warm climate, I highly recommend that you put them in your refrigerator, keep them there if you want to keep them crispy. They are shelf stable, but they'll get just a little soft if you're warm. If you're in a cool climate, keep them out at room temp and they'll be gone in no time. One thing that I like to do is I just wrap it. I love this little candy cane baker's twine, and this is just a little parchment paper that I've cut and folded, and that just makes a nice little gift for someone. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has helped you. I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching Nina in the Kitchen. Bye, guys.